So hello, we are back for the illustration on the cats for the Clip Studio paint contest. So I didn't do anything since the last video. I continue here. I don't feel like 100% comfortable like filming myself drawing. I feel it could mess up my naturalness, but I'm gonna try my best to trick my mind into thinking like I'm recording, but I will not post it. And then if I post it, it will be because I'm satisfied with the drawing. So all good. All right. So I'm gonna keep working on the cats. So here we have the cats. I'm gonna lower the opacity a bit for the basic shape of the cats to be lower, and add this one. Okay, just gonna erase. I had tried another boat here, so I'm gonna try to get the cats right, at least so I think I want to go for a traditional feel. I want to have yeah, I will have the landscape in the back. It's okay. Um, well, the thing is also to remember that we can put many layers anyway, so we don't have to be too attached to the result right now. We can still work on it later. Okay. I hope you guys have a nice holiday time. And enjoy your time, like relaxing, or if you have to work, that you have some spare time to to enjoy some things during the off time. So this is like, I think, summer, because this some kind of a short kimono thing, but I will still look whether I change something. So is unfolding, so maybe so you can use your hand for positioning for your drawing. So at this point I think something like that. And here we have the fold. Here we have the guy. Maybe we put just a little bit something here to get the okay. So yeah, like this, and the rope here. So his arm is going there. So he's pulling, so it's a little bit effort. In the nose. Then you try sometimes just imagine yourself doing the action of the character you draw to get the feel of the facial expression. Like if they are the hand movement and the facial expression, try to reproduce to get the feel on your face of how it's affecting your expression. So he's looking up, maybe the sun is hitting his face also, so he's squinting a little bit. I don't know if that's the... So he has one eye open, one eye is closed, looking up. And here we have two. Not happy with this line. A bit more round. And here erasing. Here too. And the claws are coming out because of the tension, the effort. Okay, so one arm here, one arm here, and here it goes a little bit back, and then here something like that. This guy maybe is working with short sleeve. is the stronger of the crew. So his face is a little bit back. Maybe a bandana or a cap. Maybe he has a cap on the head. It's kind of fun, this contest, because there are things I wouldn't be drawing if not for the contest. Cat, and I would not also have discovered this fishing technique of Japan and the area where it's from. So all thanks to the contest, I get to know new things. So this is a cool reality that happens when you open yourself to possibilities. You discover new things, you open your mind to new possibilities and so on. Well, I think sometimes for me is I didn't have the habit of looking for opportunities like that. I would stay in my comfort zone, they say, but I would more say the habit, the fact of staying in the zone that we know and not uh, opening up to the new possibilities. So this guy is having one of those Japanese. They have cool Japanese men. They tend to have cool fashion, whether it's like streetwear or very classy clothes. And so for the working Japanese men, they also have those cool working clothes that well, it's pretty much universal, but they also look kind of cool with it, so try to make use of it. Okay, this guy is maybe he could pull his down, maybe on the side like this, and a little teeth here. We'll get more into the details later on when we do the... This is still the draft here. This is a more detailed draft. The first was a basic sketch. So here we have another guy. Maybe we do a bandana here for this guy. So he's also pulling. So he's about the same position. Modifying a little bit here. Okay. So here we don't need to get too much in the details. We can give him a so let's see. Maybe this guy is a different position. He will have one feedback and 1 feet forward to change a bit. So they all have their way of working. They are not all doing the same thing, which is something you tend to see with AI. You tend to see repeating patterns, repeating positions. So that's why you have to do better. If you don't want to be replaced with AI, you have to do better in terms of planning, creativity, and stuff. AI now can do very convincing, like skill, kind of beautiful drawing. I saw some. It's quite saddening to see, but nevertheless, it still has this weird feeling when you look at it. Like you can kind of get a feel that this might be AI. Just the way, especially when there are several drawings, like a series, you really feel that there is a pattern going on. Gonna make the line a bit smaller for the guys in the back, and I'm gonna zoom a little bit. I'm gonna check how it looks. Well, it doesn't seem. No, it's, yeah, it followed the zoom. I don't know how it reacts to the zoom, so, but they still keep the, apparently it still keep the zone of recording, so should be okay. So here we have the box, I should not forget. So this is where there is they store the fish, I think. So it's kind of a box. There are different kind of shapes. I saw in some boats it's just like a square with the, here, like this, they have a little lid. And I guess there is maybe some water inside and they put the fish in there to keep them, or maybe just ice. Maybe it's a freezing compartment where they store the fishes before returning to the port, harbor. I don't know in English, the port maybe is okay. So I just need to have the, and here we have another cat. I think it's also unfolding. So we have two unfolding, one pulling the sail and one keeping the, we can put his hand here like this and another hand here, or like this, more like this. So he's on a bit on the side and his head is here. We want to make his ear pop, so He's the one who is trying to keep in touch with the wind. So he have his ear out to sense the wind. Maybe he's looking at the sky. And he's like considering the yeah, he's like attentive to the changing winds to make sure he keeps the boat stable. So the pole comes in front of the arm behind, and let me see. Yeah, we have to make something like that. Should not be too long. Maybe I have to redo the because I don't want the hands to look too human, so I have to like this. So maybe this one. He has some kind of jacket. Maybe he's one who doesn't like too much water. So he keep a life vest on himself. He's the guy who's a little bit more attached to the safety rules. Cautious. He's the cautious fisherman. That's why he's keeping the stabilization of the boat. See, you immerse yourself in your drawing, in your art, and then when you draw it, then it will shine through. Okay, so in terms of scale, we need to make this one smaller yet again, a little bit slightly bigger than the one in the back, but we have to find a balance to keep some coherence. So we have one with a cap, one with a bandana, one with no bandana, one with a Japanese strap. Maybe this one in the back. Let me check if the recording is good. So maybe another little bit more traditional, this guy with the summer kimono, working kimono with some symbol. We will work on the symbol later on. Maybe a bird, this, and the head is looking down. Or maybe he has a hat. So if he has a hat, we want to make it like this. His head is bending forward, down. So we have the hat is well, but it will not be easy to understand. So I'm gonna undo this. maybe a little bob, like this. Yeah, and the hand is going in this direction. Okay, well, make sure I'm gonna bring this guy and okay, should be fine. Make the brush bigger again. So now this guy has really no given clear position, so I need to maybe stalking with this guy. I'm gonna open the one I had before with the boat. I think it's this one. So let me check. Yeah, you see the photo, so we can study together. So just to have an idea with the ropes, you see there is several. There is about three areas, but just one here for the, yeah, just one for the mat. For this man to go up, there is just one. I don't know exactly precisely how it's working, but my guess is there is a line somewhere that they pull and then it will raise the pole here. So this guy could be working with the fishing line. So here we have a fishing line which will be kind of big because it's in the foreground, so it will be a little bit big, not huge, but so I want the guy to maybe if he be facing like this, one, the position has to be a little bit stable because they're working on the boat. So if he's, yeah, he should have his legs a little bit apart and slightly bent to have more stability. So something like that. And this leg here like this. Right. So maybe he's making a sign to his comrades, like a little bit more, a little bit less, or something. So yeah, this we see the inside. Wow. I have to check how the poses are supposed to be. So folding is also something that needs to be a little bit trained, but with some basic physics and fabric physics, kind of, you can get some basic stretch of fabric idea. So he's communicating with the guys in the back, so maybe he's facing this way and saying something. Well, it looks a little bit like a dog if I put too much. Yeah, it's better to just, yeah, he needs some mustache. We need some mustache going on. And this guy could also have traditional. I don't have the pattern proper. I will see how I can improve it. We can do the back here maybe a little bit, and here the front here. Maybe it's lasso tool. I want to bring the what the I don't like these. I rarely use those tools. I just don't like it too much. Move a little bit lower. Yeah, like this. They don't have long necks, cats. Select. Yeah, it's better. And now here we have tiny. And you could make. I could make it a little bit more funky with like this, so we see the feet better. So here we yeah, something like that. A tiny bit of Dragon Ball folding pens. Yeah, Toriyama is pretty good for foldings. And here a little bit more loose. Yeah, remove some, bring some new ones. Yeah. Okay, so we got the characters. All right, let's look back now. Step back. So we get the cats. And now the composition is pretty alright. And we just need to, here I'm gonna, let me check. Okay, I'm gonna end the recording so it's not too long. So this way there's smaller sessions, you can follow the sessions. It's not too scary to look at a 2 hours video. So I will continue next session with continue to do the final sketch for everything else. So the boats, the lines, all the structures for the boat, and I will finish with the background and on separate layers. So we will see next time. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, and if you enjoy, subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.